Hey, what's going on everyone? Airsoft Alamo here. Today I'm bringing you the unboxing of the Dan Wesson 715 6-inch silver revolver licensed by ASG. Alright, so looking at the box, you can see the Dan Wesson itself. It's got this nasty kind of booger green to it. Not a fan of the actual color they went with. Just cardboard cover they have on the top of the actual insert, which is made out of styrofoam. Price at the top here, £110. That's what this one was bought for. They actually fluctuate between 100 and 130 depending on the retailer and depending if you get it on sale. So let's remove this top cover here. You will greet it with the manual itself, letting you know what it pretty much what it comes with and what you can get for it and what not to do. Don't shoot yourself in the face and whatnot. So I'm going to go over that with all of you right now. This one actually came with 6 high-powered shells, which we'll get into the difference between the high-powered and the low-powered shells. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and take all this out and get it situated, and then we'll go on from there. Now that you can see it all in its glory, I'm going to quickly go over the difference between the low-powered shells and the high-powered shells. So the low-powered shells have this off yellow, whereas the high-powered shells have this dark brown. In the review, once it comes out, I'll be showing you the chronograph differences, but what I was told was these high-powered shells fire anywhere between 400 to 600, and the low-powered shells fire between 260 and 300. So obviously, if you're going to be running this outdoor or CQB, you're going to need to get some of these low-powered shells. So I'm going to put this low-powered shell aside. As you can tell, you can see the difference between the two. I'm going to go over everything now. So you get this spring speed loader. I'm going to show you how it works. You just put your shells in without dropping them. That'd be great. So now that they're all in, what you want to do is you're going to push it down and then twist it. You'll hear that noticeable click, and shells are all flush, tight, and they're not going anywhere. The only thing that's going to release the shells is this center button here, which the cylinder does for you, which we'll get into in a second. For the cylinder release, you have to just push it down and then move the cylinder off to the left. So while it's open, I'm going to quickly show you guys. You're just going to line up your speed loader, and all you're going to notice is a bit of tension. Just press down, you're going to hear a noticeable click, releasing the tension from the spring. Shells are in, it's good to go. Now, this is another important note. If you guys are going to be buying one of these or own one yourself, you're going to hear 2 separate clicks for the cylinder to before you start shooting. So pretty much listen to this. You heard that first little nudge, click, whatever you want to hear. You heard that sound. You don't want to start firing this yet, because as you can see, the cylinder is not lined up. So you got to make sure you get that second click, which is very noticeable. Listen. Once you hear that click, it is good to go. If you try to fire it without, the cylinder won't spin. It'll probably just come out, and you could cause damage to the actual gun itself, which you don't want. So, going over the Dan Wesson itself, you have the 357 Magnum, and then laser engraving the front Dan Wesson on either side. But you don't have the 357 Magnum on the other side, because that's where the cylinder rod is, and that's, yeah, wouldn't have any place to actually put it. Licensed by ASG, made in Taiwan, and this is the 6mm version, so so that's why it tells you right down there what it is. You got your screw at the front here, which allows you to take the front sight off if you care to do so, and then at the top you have a flat head screw, which allows you to adjust the elevation for the top rear sight, which is nice. And also at the top, while we're looking at it, you have the adjustable hop-up screw, which is located right here. You need the Allen key that comes with it to adjust on the fly, which is nice. It's the first revolver with a hop-up. Doesn't have a fixed hop, so allows you to use different weight BBs and stuff like that. So thank you, ASG, for that. Awesome, awesome. It's always good that they did that, so that we could actually adjust the hop and whatnot. Give me another quick look at the gun. So now we're going to go over the fact that the cylinder releases on the front and not here like on the older models. On the older models, you used to have to click the cylinder button forward while pushing the cylinder out. And also what a lot of people didn't know, if you pull the cylinder release backwards, it actually put the gun into safe. Whereas the safety on this one, I'll show you from the other side, it's a lot easier. It actually has right here red, which is backwards for fire, and white, which is forward for safe. So it's got a little black button here, and it has a noticeable click, so I'm going to put it into safe. So now hammer won't go, trigger won't go, it's completely safe. Now you're going to hear a noticeable click when taking it off safe as well. So it's quite, easy to tell when it's in safe and not obviously on safe as well, or when you're taking it off safe is what I meant. So we're going to go ahead and remove the shells, pushing the cylinder there, pushing on the back of pushing on the cylinder release, sorry, and then pushing on the back of the cylinder just to take the shells out. This is double action, so you could go ahead and shoot as you wish, or you could go ahead and pull for each shot. Obviously, depending on the situation, you might just have to go ahead and shoot all 6 shots as quick as you can. But if they don't see you, assuming they don't see the sun glistening off the silver revolver, you could go ahead and take some slow shots and be a bit more accurate with it. So, because Dan Wesson's run on CO2 as well, this is good to mention the CO2 is actually in the grip itself. So you'll actually see a little groove here, and what you do is you pull it off to the left here. And what I usually do is, while it's up, you're going to go ahead and pull it down. And the reason why is because there's a little hole here that this metal groove sits into. And to risk not breaking it or bending it, that's why I remove it that way. The part that actually comes off actually has an Allen key attached to it, so you could actually use this to take out or change your CO2, which is handy if you don't want to carry an Allen key, or you don't want to carry to lose an Allen key on the field, which is nice. One of my biggest complaints about the old Dan Wessons as well, for me, was the gun was always front heavy. I owned a 6-inch and an 8-inch, and I even actually at one point owned a 2.5-inch. It was always front heavy if you owned the 6-inch or the 8-inch. The 4-inch and the 2.5 wasn't so bad, and the reason why I'm mentioning the whole front heaviness was the grip was made of plastic, and if you had those two models, it pretty much made the grip feel like it was just not, it was hanging on for dear life is what I would say. Like, especially if you didn't have that CO2 in there for weight, it just felt like that grip was going to give in. Whereas they've reinforced these rubberized grips, so it's nice and padded for you on the outside, but it's got these metal internals which grip the actual base of the gun, giving you a bit more of a sturdy grip. So even on the longer models like the 6-inch, for instance, it doesn't actually feel loose or anything. And once you get that CO2 in there, the gun is well balanced as well. So yeah, so to get this back on, like I said, you got your little front little opening here. So what I usually do is I line that up perfectly like that. You can see everything's lined up. Give it a small little squeeze. You can hear the grip slap together, letting you know that it's good to go. So here's your high-powered shells again, and I'll put the low-powered shells in the center so you guys could actually see the difference. I'll move them up a bit for you. So if you guys own one of these, let me know if you guys actually run it or if it's just a showpiece for you. I want to know what you guys think of them in the comments below. I'm working on a loadout. Excuse me. Working on a loadout right now that actually like revolves around the revolver, making it more practical to show people that yeah, it's a show gun, but you could still use it for airsoft and still have fun. Would I recommend this for a newbie? Definitely not. I would stick to like a non-blowback gun, just because they're cheaper and whatnot, and they're still reliable, like the Tokyo Marui MK23. But saying that, if you do want some fun, the gas blowback series from Tokyo Marui and a bunch of other companies that do them, you'll get on just fine. I wouldn't start with a revolver. It's going to take a different skill based, and it's going to also take me time getting used to, which is going to be actually very fun. You know, having to count my shots and stuff like that. It's kind of like running a shotgun, and instead of having hundreds of BBs with my 416, I'm only limited to 5 or 10 shots out of the shotgun, whereas this is 6 shots. So it's going to be actually very interesting, and hopefully once I'm going to get some gameplay for you guys very soon. Once I get gameplay of it, I will be doing a review of it to let you guys know the pros and the cons of it. Right now we're just covering the unboxing, what comes in the box, the aesthetics, full metal, you know what I mean, the rubberized grip, everything internally is full metal as well, the adjustable hop-up as well. You got your working, functioning safety as well at the back here, right below the hammer. Adjustable front rear sight and removable front sight if you wanted to, and also if you care to, at the very bottom they put 2 screw holes so you can put a rail there for lasers, lights, or even a camera. And I've even seen some people somehow attach rails on top of it as well for sights, for an extra sight as well. But that pretty much covers the unboxing of the Dan Wesson 6-inch silver revolver, the 715 model series, licensed by ASG. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below of this. Let me know if you can't wait to see some gameplay, because honestly I can't wait to do some gameplay for you guys. If you guys either own one or are thinking about buying one, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Any questions, feel free to ask, and I'll be happy to get back to you. Till next time, I'll see you on the next one.